Hey guys, Harry Thomas here, and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to my updated ranking of the Lion King movies from the 30-year long ongoing Disney franchise, and Disney's best franchise, along with Frozen, for my taste. And you all know how uh, well immensely passionate I am about everything Lion King, and so this ranking is going to be, well, a extremely close to my heart one, as because well, one of these movies is my literal favorite movie of all time, of course. So without further ado, if you want to know my ranking of the 8 Lion King installments from The Lion King 1994 to the recent Mufasa The Lion King, then just keep watching. At number 8, at the very bottom, Mufasa The Lion King, or Mufasa The Shit King. Ah, give me a fucking break. If all movies were like Mufasa the Lion King, then all movies would be bad. I am entirely fucking done with this Lion King live action CGI bullshit, and I would want nothing more to do with the art of filmmaking. I would want to pursue a different career, like a janitor or cashier or farmer. Anything. I'll take it. If this is how bad movies can get. Well, screw you, money grabbing Mickey, because you've given The Lion King not just a underwhelming 25th anniversary, but an underwhelming 30th anniversary now. The worst, most out of character versions of Mufasa and Scar. The worst jokes, worst dialogue, particularly when Mufasa and Tucker are attempting to seduce Sarabi. George Lucas could write better romantic dialogue than that. The worst songs, the worst CGI. I don't give a shit that the lions emote more. They can never express or emote as much as they can in hand drawn animation form. The one Timon and Pumbaa joke that's beyond pissed me off was them telling Kiara they beat Scar. Or excuse me, where's my booze? Ah, what a fucking way to destroy Simba's legacy like that. If the filmmakers really wanted to release this the exact same day as Sonic the Hedgehog 3, it's their funeral, because Sonic 3's box office takings are gonna tower over you. At number 7, no longer the worst Lion King movie, but still, at number 7, no longer the worst Lion King movie, but that does not mean it should exist. The Lesser King, the 2019 pointless remake. What a way to fucking screw with an all-time classic. Just remove all the emotion, every single ounce of greatness and epicness and charm, and just tell the exact same shot for shot story of The Lion King with shitty changes and make it look like a video game. Heck, The Lion King Simba's Mighty Adventure, that video game, the visuals look 10 times better than the CGI slop in this. And to those who call this animated just because there are no human characters in it, well, it's still live action to me, and it does not beaten Frozen 2. No, Frozen 2 is still the highest grossing animated movie of all time until Inside Out 2 this year. Woo! Well, we've finally gotten through the two bad Lion King installments. Now, let's move on to the actual good ones, starting with at number 6, The Lion Guard Return of the Roar. It may be the weakest of the Lion Guard movie trilogy, but still, as a pilot episode to a show, I mean, this one does feel way uh, more respectful to the source material, and more and the perfect way to continue the Lion King for the next modern generation, than in comparison to uh, other Disney Junior shows. I mean, this and I mean, The Lion Guard is by a long country mile the best thing Disney Junior has ever done, and Return of the Raw may be the most light-hearted of the three, but that works in its favor as Kyan is starting his journey like his mother and father as a cub. Yeah, when he is bestowed upon the Raw and given the responsibility of forming the guard, and Simba being a bigot and not wanting any animal to be on the guard except lions. That makes sense because Simba was prejudiced to the outer land, as in Lion King 2, just because Zira, well, manipulated them to follow Scar. And and I, yes, Jonja and the Hyenas villain song here, Tonight We Strike It. It is their weakest song that they get. It does just sound like, well, a uh, a campy bedtime story that parents would read to their kids. But the but the other song, Zukazama Bonga's song, well, that song will get firmly stuck inside your head, and I applaud the Lion Guard for bringing back Ernie Zabella as Pumbaa also, so props to them. Not to mention the backstory about Scar being murdering the Lion Guard just because they refused to help him overthrow Mufasa. I mean, that is the true Scar origin story, not the one in Mufasa the Lion King. And I mean, not only that origin story, but even fan fictions by fans are more well convincing origin stories for Scar's turn to evil than the one we got in Mufasa the Lion King. At number 5, the Lion Guard, The Rise of Scar, the second and middle chapter in the Lion Guard movie trilogy, and suitably gets darker and raises the stakes after Return of the Roar and establishing the darker tone of season 2 in general. The number one goat of villains, Scara himself, returning in spirit form. When I heard he was back, I geeked the heck out. So back in summer 2017, even Makini was extremely lovable. I did not find her nearly as insufferable as others did, despite her constant shattering. Jonja and Ushari's villain song "Let's Bring Back a Legend." It sounds way closer to the heights of Be Prepared, thank God, and yeah, and I and bringing Kiara into the conflict did make the stakes feel personal for Kyan. He did unintentionally summon the most evil lion the Pride Lands have ever known to rescue his sister. Uh, Even if it is underwhelming, we don't get to see Scar himself until literally the very end of the movie. But Rise of Scar was the first step into winning more die-hard fans over for the Lion Guard franchise. At number 4, the fan favourites, a Disney direct-to-video sequel, and rightly so, The Lion King 2, Simba's Pride. This and Lion King 1.5 are both criminally underrated, and yeah, they deserve cinematic releases more than the live action Lion King movies ever is, for sure. Kiara, she is a more than worthy successor as a protagonist to her father Simba, and yeah, she is the one that helps him finally let go of his bias and bigotry for the outsiders, and helps him realize that Kovu and not all of the outsiders are following in Scar's paw prints. And yeah, Zira, well, she's the ideal counterpart to Scar because she is just as bloodthirsty. Her song My Lullaby puts Bye Bye in Mufasa the Lion King to freaking shame. And even Vitani is the better of her cubs. Nuka is the worst character in this movie. He was a pain in the freaking ass and would not shut up. And if the animation is nowhere near as uh, breathtaking as the animation in the original, and this is still such a good first installment for our Queen Kiara. At number three, the most underrated Lion King movie, The Lion King 1.5, or Lion King 3 Hakuna Matata, as it's known in the UK. And I get it, this film does depart from the mature tone of the first two films in the original trilogy, and I get may find the cinema scenes well with Timon and Pumbaa pausing the movie absurd, but I think this is such a different uh, inventive uh, way to continue The Lion King, and heck, it's a near perfect 10th anniversary present for the fans. And uh, yeah, and Nathan Lane and Ernie Sabella, I think, are at their absolute best as Timon and Pumbaa here, because they work as well as leads as they do as side characters. And while Lion King 2 had sympathetic, deeper characters like Kobu, this one has uh, hilarious side characters and ones that you get deeply attached to at the same time, like Timon's mother, voiced by Marge Simpson herself, Julie Kavner. She's the one meerkat in the colony that does have any faith in Timon, and Uncle Max, yeah, he got the most laughs out of me for sure, and even Rafiki gets some poignant moments with Timon, and Shenzi, Banzai, and Ed also work well as the film's main threat, and you it's the first act is uh, Timon's origin story, and then most of the rest of the movie is the original Lion King, just from Timon and Pumbaa's point of view. So it's not exactly the same, and even adds more that we didn't see in the original, like Timon and Pumbaa helping Simba get to sleep after his bad dream. So yeah, I really don't see what's to dislike about this one. Even Pumbaa's fart joke at Simba's ceremony didn't bother me. At number two, and not many of you will have expected to see this one this higher, but the Lion Guard Battle for the Pride Lands, the third and final Lion Guard movie, and the freaking epic opener to the third and final season of the Lion Guard. And wow, this is the true 25th anniversary of The Lion King, not uh, the remake. All of the highest highs in The Lion Guard are here, the from Scar's best song since Be Prepared, When I Led the Guard, to Kyan getting a scar just like Scar. Holy shit. John just turned to the good side, and him falling for Chisiri. I mean, you can't deny that is utterly sweet. And to see Pride Rock in flames again, I mean, that was such a terrifying callback to the Battle of Pride Rock in the original film. It's like nobody is safe in this one. Like, this is the final stand for the Pride Lands, and it's like the Avengers Endgame of Lion King, and the final battle against Scar itself in the Outlands. It delivers on every level, and the number one best Lion King movie is the original 1994 Lion King, a movie that needs literally no introduction, a movie every single person alive has seen and knows about. It is that iconic, and that's much of a important piece of cinema. And if all uh, not just animated movies, but movies in general were like The Lion King, that would then all movies would be perfect. There would be no need for criticisms or rants or negative reviews. And This just had the uh, perfect blend of the most relatable uh, coming of age tale, uh, the sweetest love story, the most hilarious side characters, the finest voice acting, the uh, most epic and unbeatable animation even to this day, to the uh, well, a godlike soundtrack by Hans Zimmer and Tim Rice. That's I have listened to without fail, non-stop for uh, 3 decades now, and will continue to do so for the rest of my life. And so, yeah, I'm proud to call The Lion King 1994 the best Lion King movie. Yeah, uh, happy 30th anniversary. Try as they might, none of the future Lion King installments will ever top this true animated masterpiece. So that was my ranking of the Lion King movies, and I just hope one day we get that good hand-drawn animated Mufasa prequel. Oh, fingers and toes crossed. We can dream. I love you guys. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this ranking. And what was your ranking of the Lion King franchise? Please comment and let me know. Please like this video and subscribe. Please follow me on Twitter and on Instagram. And I'll see you next time. And remember, movies are us. Bye, guys.